Queridos, presten atención, el informe de inteligencia de esta semana nos trae una luz de esperanza muy clara. Hace unas 2 semanas, se dijo que el inicio de Nesara y Gesara estaba programado para el 1 de octubre. Y, hasta donde sabemos, ese calendario sigue vigente. Anoche, recibimos de una fuente muy confiable la afirmación de que el mayor aumento de riqueza en la historia mundial está programado para principios de octubre. Hablamos de cantidades astronómicas, como los 150 billones de dólares que la Reserva Federal robó a la población y que ahora regresarían a los ciudadanos de Estados Unidos y, por extensión, a la humanidad. Estos recursos, según los informes, pueden manifestarse de 4 formas. 1. Pagos a través de Doge. 2. Restitución y reconciliación, R&R. 3. Dividendos arancelarios. 4. Aumentos significativos en las prestaciones de la seguridad social. Nota, el RV no figuraba directamente en estas fuentes. Pero la expectativa es que la realidad virtual, las casas de cambio y los famosos números 800 irán de la mano con este proceso. Hay quienes dudan de la existencia de los centros de redención, pero lo decimos claramente, son reales. Hay líderes que conocemos personalmente, sabemos dónde están, a dónde viajan y dónde operan. Por lo tanto, no escuchen a quienes dicen que no existen. Y tenemos más indicios. Ayer, el dólar vietnamita se revaluó, 1 o 2 días antes de lo esperado. El nuevo valor ya apareció en las pantallas de los bancos, todavía no en el panel público de Forex, sino en los sistemas internos de los bancos. Esta es una prueba viviente de que el proceso está en marcha. En vista de esto, el cronograma proyectado es, para finales de septiembre, deberíamos tener números 800 y programación de soporte, con casas de cambio comenzando el 1 de octubre. Si todo avanza según lo planeado, esta podría ser la semana decisiva. Lo que se esconde detrás de esto, hermanos, es la propia estructura de la República Restaurada. Las arcas ya albergan cantidades inimaginables de fondos, asegurando abundancia para todos. Así que, manténganse firmes. Lo que una vez nos arrebataron está regresando. Lo que parecía imposible ahora está tomando forma. El reloj avanza hacia un nuevo comienzo. Inhalen esta energía, Nesara, Gesara, RV, redención. La riqueza está a punto de regresar a manos de sus verdaderos herederos. Pasemos al artículo de Bruce.
All right, let's go into Intel. It's going to be late, but I know I don't have that much to tell you, but I do have a little bit. This is a really interesting thing. Remember that we had, has it been 2 weeks probably? 2 weeks ago, I believe we said that we had the start of Nesara and Gesara expected to begin on Wednesday, October 1st, a week from tomorrow. As far as I know, that is still in play, that timing. And the other thing is, we heard from a very strong source last night that, I'll word it this way, the greatest turnover of wealth in the history of the world is to take place starting October 1st. And what I'm taking that to mean is the information went on to say that the $150 trillion that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that we have obtained from the Federal Reserve, the Treasury has it, that money is being used and coming back. This is what the conversation was, that it was stolen from us and it's coming back to the citizens of the United States. And I think that 150 trillion is coming back in maybe up to 3 or 4 ways. 1, I think we're going to get it in terms of Doge payments. 2, I think we're going to get it in terms of R&R, restitution and reconciliation allowance. I think 3, it could come in the way of, we're going to call this the tariff rebates, okay? The tariff dividends is the last term I think we used. The tariff dividends. And 4, it could also manifest in the form of increases in Social Security benefits, which should be substantial increase in the month of October. So we've got that. Now look, what didn't I include in those sources or those streams of income, let's call it? What I didn't include was the RV itself. So what I'm saying is I think Doge and all of those things will occur starting as early as the 1st of October. Now, I wouldn't look for them all in one day or even in 1 week, but I believe Nesara and Gesara will roll out starting October 1st. What about the RV and our exchanges? What about our 800 numbers, which gives us access to, wait for it, the redemption centers? That's right. We believe in redemption centers. Even some people don't. I don't understand it. Well, actually, I do understand it. I understand why they don't seem to think it's real. But it is. And we have a lot of evidence to prove that it's real, considering we know, physically know in person, a lot of the redemption center leaders. We know them. We know where they're going. We know where they travel to. We know where the centers are in some cases. Anyway, please don't follow anybody that says there are no redemption centers, because it's an absolute lie. Now, what else? What about our timing? We heard yesterday that Vietnam had RV'd their Vietnam dong yesterday on Monday. We know that the dinar is already revalued, even though it's not showing up on the front page of the Forex yet. It's on a back page of the Forex. It's been traded, and we had a rate, but it may take a little while before it makes its way to the front screen of the Forex. It's been on the bank screens, the dinar has, been on the bank screens, and so it's obviously been traded because it's at a new value. That's a very good value, but I believe it's going to be traded even higher. And they may just literally install the rate that they want it to be on the Forex. And therefore, the banks will take that rate, it'll show up on their screens, and redemption center rates will get their version of the dinar, their version of the Vietnamese dong, and all of the other 24 to 28 currencies that are going up in value. Hence the global currency reset, GCR. Now, we have timing based on the revaluation of the dong and the previous revaluation of the dinar, even though it's sort of being kept from us a little bit. But the timing that we had was from a very good source that we should have the RV, meaning our numbers, our 800 number, and to be able to start setting our appointments by or before the end of this month. Well, when is the end of the month? This coming Tuesday, a week from today. Some sources, with the fact that Vietnam was to revalue today or tomorrow, but instead revalued yesterday, a day or two early, over what we were told. And these are major players that are getting this information. Okay, so if that was the case, which we believe, it was confirmed to us that happened yesterday, then maybe the 800 number and the setting of appointments and the start of exchanges could happen instead of later in the week, Friday, Saturday, maybe they'd start as early as Thursday or Friday. I don't know that. We may have to go to the end of the month, by or before the end of September. I don't know. It's been the hardest thing in the world to confirm the timing of the RV. Guess what? They don't want us to know when it's going to be. We're doing the best job we can to let you guys know, hey, we are definitely in this, and it is coming. And it looks like, if a lot of our sources are very high up in the banking world, like number one with certain banks, I think we're looking good for this week. Now, it might take us all the way to Tuesday, which would be, the 30th of September is Tuesday. And maybe we got numbers and we do our exchanges and we start exchanges on the 1st of October. I've thought of that. It might be that scenario, but I'm going to say that we are projecting this to go before the end of September, which is a week away. So I'm encouraged by what we've heard. I'm encouraged that Vietnam revalued yesterday instead of today or tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And I'm encouraged that this is happening and we're looking very, very good. I wouldn't really worry about the continuing resolution. They may not pass it. I don't care if they do or not. We have so much money in our new restored Republic Treasury. It's not even funny. I don't think you guys would believe me if I told you how much I think is in there. But it's a bunch. And we're going to be in good shape. We'll get these numbers out. If you send it an email on to bigcalluniverse.com, if you put your email address in as a way to register on our site, no charge to do it, you know that. You just register it. We will send you an email with the toll-free number when I get it. And